Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily. It's Des here. Who's ready for some Monday motivation? Who's ready to attack the week? Get things off to an absolute flyer. Make the most of activity. Staying on top of the way we feel and enjoying all the things we love the most. Of course, that's the message I like to put across. I like to get off on the front foot, give it a real go, and whatever's gone before, good, bad or indifferent, just make sure we're really enjoying what we do. Personally, I've had a fantastic weekend, really enjoyed it. Managed to get away to the coast, enjoyed being away with family for just a day. It was kind of an overnight thing, and then Sunday back to the running club, back to the hard sessions, coaching the guys. Lots of them got PBs, so whilst I'm not getting absolutely everything from my running right now, seeing them do that is exactly what I need to feel good, feel like we're getting somewhere. And of course that's a personal goal for me too, because it's my input which is helping them, and I take a lot from it. So really nice weekend, capped off by a couple of drinks yesterday, enjoying the social environment of the Do Running Trent Bridge group, based just over the bridge there behind me. Everybody knows Trent Bridge by now if you watch DOdaily. So yeah, a real good one. Put me in a real positive frame of mind to attack the week, and got so much to look forward to. Really looking forward to getting stuck into everything we do, all the different activities. I'll explain those shortly, but on Friday I've got a personal challenge. I've committed to helping a friend with his much bigger fundraiser to run 1 mile every hour for 24, starting at 5 p.m. on Friday. And at the moment I'm just doing a little bit of training for it. I'm down by the river, I've just done a loop. I plan over the next 4 or 5 hours to get out and do a mile, just to see how the legs feel. Trying to prepare myself. I'm always talking on a Monday about planning and preparing. So whilst it's not the full thing, what I'm trying to do is just see how it feels between runs, just so on Friday I can really attack it, and give it a real good go. The purpose of the fundraising is for MNDA, so of course the challenge is important to me, building up that running, doing something again, setting a target, but the overall bigger picture is to raise money. What I tried to do, whilst it's not my personal fundraiser, is make a considerable contribution. So I asked 24 people to sponsor me £10, and at this point as I speak 23 have done that. So it's a couple of £100. It's not record breaking, but again, it's that giving out I always talk about. It makes you feel good, makes you feel fantastic. So doing that is brilliant. It tops his tally up, but it also gives me a challenge. But the fundraising side also makes me really accountable, and that's what we're looking to instill on a Monday, isn't it? Being accountable for everything we do. When you add that, things generally happen. If I'd not got that purpose with the fundraising, I don't have to do it, in all honesty. I didn't have to get involved. I offered up to do it. If I didn't have that, it might be a case of just sort of not doing it, not pushing on, not trying to sort of feel good about myself, feel good about the running, and I'd just sort of get a bit sort of bogged down in sort of these mixed feelings I've had with the running. So I'm trying to find some achievement again, find a reason to be happy with it. And if I can do this, don't plan on doing it fast. It gives me real purpose. I woke up today, honestly, I can't sort of emphasize enough how much I am looking forward to it. I didn't realize I was, but sort of planning the different stages, people to join me at different points, that was absolutely awesome. As soon as I started doing that, it felt like I'd got some real purpose and intention to my week. So just setting that target, that challenge, has made the world a difference already. And it's still only Monday. It's even got me out tonight. I always talk about never missing a Monday, getting in plenty of activity to put you on the front foot. The importance of sort of getting moving, to keep moving, to build that energy, to create that positive energy. It's absolutely necessary. So today I'm out just sort of getting those miles in. Again, just working to several different purposes. Whilst it's all about never miss a Monday, whilst it's about creating some Monday motivation, it's also with that challenge in mind, with that goal in mind, and with that purpose of trying to do it that little bit better. And that's all I want to do every single day. Whilst I like to think I don't get too much wrong throughout the week, there's that thing when you've got something in the calendar, when you've got something penned in, not penciled in, you'll go and do it and make the absolute most of it. Of course, through DOdaily, we've got several offerings throughout the week. Whilst I'm out on my own today, Kay's joining me for a leg or two, but generally out on my own, finding my own motivation, finding something to use to take forward. Tomorrow it's all about the solidarity session. Whilst normally I'd really encourage people to join us at 6 o'clock. Of course, if you can get out and take part in that, absolutely fantastic. But I do appreciate tomorrow's a big game in the Euros, England playing Germany. And in reality, who's going to miss that? I'm definitely not. So whilst I work really hard and like to be consistent and keep the offerings going, the offering will be there to take part. This one will be one I sit out, and because that's so important. That said, I'll still find something within me to get in some Tuesday training. I'll still be doing DOdaily, hopefully feeling great about the fantastic result and getting through to the next round. And the importance for me of them getting through to the next round, whilst of course I want it to happen anyway, this run I'm doing at the weekend finishes at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and the next game is Saturday evening. So imagine the spirit I'm going to be in if I finish that run. I'm feeling good about that. 24 hours, 24 miles, I'll be feeling absolutely shattered, but the adrenaline from a quarter-final, from looking forward to a quarter-final of the Euros will be flowing, and I'll just be enjoying life and making the absolute most of everything I'm doing. Probably be a little bit shattered on Sunday, but there you go. On Wednesday, of course, we look to sort of explain why Wednesday workout's important. Use the midweek, use the hump day in midweek to realise that sometimes when other things are creeping up on us, it's best just to get out there and do it. Through the group I do at Trent Bridge here, the Wednesday offering, absolutely brilliant in letting people just forget about what's going on around them. People come along and get what they need from it, but it's about activity wherever you are, using the day as a motivator to get out there and just put it in that little bit more. Because like I keep saying, if we can create some positive energy, it's so important. On Thursday, it's all about the Thursday thoughts. The live episode, me answering your questions, some great ones to get stuck into last week. Really enjoyed it. Really sort of enjoy coming on live. It gets me out of my comfort zone, but then so does a lot of things these days. I'm getting used to it a little bit more and more. Hopefully it's becoming a bit more articulate. So if you've got anything to ask me, absolutely anything that crosses your mind, please pop them in any of the comments on any of the social media, and I'll look to answer those as honestly and as relatable as I can. Doesn't have to be about running, it doesn't have to be about activity. It can be about just finding that motivation, what I do to feel better about myself, how I get myself through certain situations, when I felt rubbish, when I felt good, absolutely anything. COVID, last week I answered questions on the COVID situation. Whilst I don't like to dwell on it too much because it is a negative ultimately, I'll give it a go, because there's always a way we can spin these things into a positive situation. And then on Friday, I'll be waking up to walk, using the early start. It's going to make for a busy day, starting at 5 p.m. in the evening, but I'll still be up early because that's what gives me the accountability to get out there. Another challenge I'm taking part in, the 112 miles of the Robin Hood Way from Nottingham Castle up to Sherwood Forest. Just something I'm taking steady. It's not a particularly difficult challenge, but it's something I've got to plan in, I've got to structure, I've got to sort my routes out, I've got to realise how far I'm going, but most importantly, it's that accountability again of getting me out of bed and getting me sort of attacking the day in a great mindset. And then on Saturday, it's all about the Saturday selfie. I'll be continuing that challenge. I'm going to be filming that for next week's Monday Motivation. Hopefully it comes out well and you can see what I've done and it inspires you to take on such things. That's why I'm going to do that. Of course, whilst documenting what I'm doing, whilst feeling good about what I'm doing, which will only be a good thing to sort of put across. Hopefully it will also sort of motivate other people to think they can do similar things. Just like the Robin Hood way, it doesn't have to be too much. It can be really epic in terms of the exertion you have to put in. Whatever works for you. That's all it's about on DOdaily. It's just about finding that positivity, adding that little bit of accountability, and looking forward to all the things we're doing on a Monday motivation. Never miss a Monday. Get out, get in plenty of activity, enjoy what you're doing. Look forward to the rest of the week, and I can assure you, you'll feel absolutely fantastic. I've got this challenge coming up, really looking forward to it, really looking forward to speaking about it, explaining what's going on more throughout the week, and hopefully by doing that, people will sort of take it on board and like I've already said before, see how they can do similar things. That's all I'm looking to do here, guys, is just be myself, somebody that's normal, that can, I'm no picture of fitness, I'm no picture of health, just somebody trying to do things to help others, to support others, so others get the absolute most from what they're doing too. This challenge this week, it's going to be tough. Whilst it sounds quite easy, a mile an hour, there's all sorts of things that make it difficult. Time, sleep, fitting it around real life, and that's something I'm going to try and do is not let it try and distract from real life too much. Whilst I've got people to join me along the way, all these people who've sponsored have joined me along the way, that's going to feel great too, isn't it? Because I feel like I owe those people something now. They'll probably say I don't, but because they've made a financial commitment, because they've supported me in such a way, I feel like I've got to repay that faith they've put in me. Definitely going to do that, definitely going to give it my best shot. And along with everything else I'm inviting you to take part in, if you can give it your best shot, you'll feel absolutely amazing come the end of the week. And when we can tick off another good week, that's all that matters really, isn't it? If you can look back and say, don't really want to put a number on it, but if it's a 7 out of 10, it's not too bad, is it? If it's an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 every week, then we're winning, aren't we? If you look back and kind of say that was only a 5 or 6, then there's definitely room for improvement, definitely room to do it a little bit differently, and that's all I'm trying to do. I can keep pushing on, I can keep letting things sort of hit me hard, the running, the everyday life, trying to create something, there's always a distractor somewhere, but I'm not going to allow it to happen. I'm really on top of it, love the weekend, love the thought of the week coming up, so please join us wherever you can. Until Tuesday training, again, come on England, we have to beat Germany once in my lifetime, although it has happened before, but it doesn't happen very often. So until then, get excited about it, get enthusiastic about what you're doing too, and if that happens, everyone's going to win. Just doing it.